Richmond Animal Care and Control says they're seeing a surge in strays and aggressive dogs at their shelter. It's led one employee to say that she's never seen things this bad in her job in a decade. New this morning, our Brendan King had a chance to talk with the RACC about what advice they have for you and your pets before you consider bringing them to the shelter. Brendan.
Yeah, get this, Rob. Richmond Animal Care and Control receives at least 20 calls and messages per day from pet owners looking to surrender their animals for various reasons. The director here at the Richmond shelter on Chamberlayne Avenue says not only are those calls local, but they're also coming from out of state and other shelters also asking for help. But first, take a look at the Facebook post that inspired me to reach out to RACC. Director Christy Chips Peters posted a public service announcement on Monday. She wrote, for months, her staff has struggled to keep up with the increase in stray dogs, a large uptick in the number of bite calls, a surge in court cases for cruelty and neglect, and then an overall growing number of aggressive dogs. Christy says their holding ward is completely full of dogs waiting for their bite quarantine to expire. After 10 days or until the court date, the dogs that are too aggressive to adopt or return back home are then euthanized. So she says those dogs are simply not being socialized properly. Those dogs and animals that were adopted or purchased over the pandemic, and evictions are also contributing to the problem. Listen.
We, unfortunately, are the follow-up for the sheriff department when they evict people. So when people are evicted from their houses, which people don't often think about, we get their animals if they can't take them. And that easily happens 2 to 5 times a week. You know, we're seeing an increase in people losing their homes. We're seeing an increase in people that can't afford to live where they live, and so they have to move and they don't have anywhere to take their pets. And so there sort of is just like the bottom is dropping out. I think that's where we're at. I think the bottom is dropping out.
All right, big question this morning is what can you do to help? RACC says consider adopting or fostering from your local shelter, but most importantly, Rob and Reba, they say this shelter behind us should be the last resort place for your pet.
All right, Brendan King reporting live.